They didn't just come from the stars, they rewrote our DNA. 4,000-year-old Sumerian tablets describe a high-tech genetic experiment that created the human race. Is this ancient mythology, or the leaked blueprint of our actual origins? In the ancient lands of Mesopotamia, tales speak of powerful beings known as the Anunnaki. Described as deities descending from the heavens, their stories have intrigued scholars and enthusiasts alike. Some view them as mere mythological figures, while others suggest they were extraterrestrial visitors. Ancient texts and artifacts provide glimpses into their enigmatic presence. Could these accounts be symbolic, or do they hint at encounters with otherworldly entities? Join us as we delve deep into history, mythology, and science to explore the mysteries surrounding the Anunnaki. Prepare to question what you thought you knew about our ancient past. This journey might just reshape your understanding of human origins.
The Anunnaki are prominently featured in Sumerian, Akkadian, and Babylonian myths. Often depicted as powerful deities, they were believed to have influenced the fate of humanity. Ancient tablets describe their roles in creation, governance, and even judgment. Some interpretations suggest they came from a distant planet, bringing advanced knowledge to Earth. Artifacts and inscriptions hint at their significance in ancient societies. Theories abound regarding their true nature and purpose. Were they mere symbols of natural forces, or did they represent real entities? The Enuma Elish, a Babylonian creation myth, details cosmic battles involving these beings. Such narratives blur the lines between mythology and potential historical events. Modern researchers analyze these stories, seeking connections to astronomical events and ancient technologies. Some propose that the Anunnaki's knowledge influenced the construction of monumental structures. Others believe they played a role in shaping early human civilizations. The debate continues, fueled by ongoing discoveries and interpretations. As we uncover more about ancient cultures, the enigma of the Anunnaki persists. Their legacy, whether divine or extraterrestrial, remains a captivating subject of exploration. The quest to understand them offers insights into humanity's enduring fascination with the unknown.
The earliest references to the Anunnaki emerge from Sumerian cuneiform tablets dating back thousands of years. These texts portray them as deities associated with the heavens and the earth. Their narratives encompass creation myths, divine hierarchies, and interactions with humanity. Over time, interpretations of these beings have evolved, leading to various theories about their origins and roles. Some scholars view them strictly within the context of mythology, while others explore alternative perspectives. The idea that the Anunnaki were extraterrestrial visitors has gained traction in certain circles. This theory suggests they brought advanced knowledge and influenced early human development. As we examine ancient texts and artifacts, questions arise about the true nature of these enigmatic figures. Could the Anunnaki represent a fusion of myth, history, and perhaps something more?
The earliest records of the Anunnaki appear on Sumerian tablets dated to over 4,000 years ago. These clay tablets, written in cuneiform, describe powerful beings who came from the heavens to shape life on Earth. According to these texts, the Anunnaki were responsible for establishing laws, kingship, and the foundations of civilization. Some tablets even hint at advanced knowledge of astronomy, agriculture, and genetics, long before modern science. Their descriptions often blur the lines between gods, rulers, and possibly extraterrestrial beings. Over time, Akkadian and Babylonian myths expanded on the Anunnaki narrative, adding more complexity to their roles. Later cultures, from the Hittites to the Assyrians, preserved similar deities under different names. This pattern suggests a shared mythological core that transcended regional boundaries. In the 20th century, writers like Zecharia Sitchin reignited global interest by proposing that the Anunnaki were alien visitors from a distant planet called Nibiru. Though his interpretations remain controversial, they introduced the Anunnaki to a modern audience hungry for alternative history. Many now view these ancient beings not as literal gods, but as symbols of knowledge passed down from a forgotten past. Still, the idea that early civilizations were influenced, or even guided, by advanced outsiders continues to spark debate. Archaeological sites in Mesopotamia, such as Eridu and Nippur, provide physical context for these myths. Intricate temple designs and unexplained technological knowledge raise further questions. Could the ancient accounts be historical memories, distorted by time and retold as divine myth? Or are they simply metaphorical stories, misunderstood in our quest for hidden truths?
The Enuma Elish, a Babylonian creation myth, narrates the cosmic battle between Marduk and Tiamat, representing order and chaos. Within this epic, the Anunnaki are depicted as deities who play pivotal roles in establishing the universe's structure. Some scholars interpret these narratives as symbolic representations of natural phenomena, while others suggest they might be allegorical accounts of historical events. The detailed descriptions of battles and divine hierarchies raise questions about their origins. Could these stories be reflections of real conflicts, perhaps even involving advanced beings? The line between myth and history becomes blurred when such tales are analyzed. The Enuma Elish offers a window into the beliefs and understandings of ancient civilizations. Its rich tapestry of characters and events continues to captivate researchers and enthusiasts alike. As we delve deeper, we must consider the possibility that myths like these hold kernels of historical truth.
The Enuma Elish, composed during the late 2nd millennium BCE, is one of the most significant Mesopotamian myths. It details the rise of Marduk, who defeats the primordial goddess Tiamat to create the world. The Anunnaki are portrayed as divine beings who assist in this cosmic endeavor. Their roles in the myth suggest a structured pantheon with specific functions and responsibilities. Some researchers propose that these narratives might encode astronomical events or celestial observations. For instance, Tiamat's representation as a chaotic sea could symbolize the primordial universe before order. Marduk's victory might reflect the emergence of structured cosmos from chaos. The allocation of roles to the Anunnaki could mirror the assignment of celestial bodies in the sky. Such interpretations bridge mythology with early astronomical understanding. Furthermore, the detailed accounts of battles and divine assemblies hint at societal structures and governance models. By analyzing these myths, we gain insights into the values and worldviews of ancient Mesopotamians. The Enuma Elish serves not only as a religious text, but also as a reflection of the society's attempt to explain their existence. Its enduring relevance underscores the human quest to understand our origins. As we continue to study such texts, we uncover layers of meaning that resonate even today. The interplay between myth and potential historical events remains a fertile ground for exploration. The Enuma Elish stands as a testament to humanity's enduring curiosity about the cosmos and our place within it.
If the ancient texts are more than myth, then what kind of relationship did the Anunnaki have with early humans? Some researchers propose that these beings did not just influence civilization, they created it. According to interpretations of Sumerian texts, humans were fashioned as workers, designed by the Anunnaki through some form of bioengineering. Descriptions of clay mixed with divine blood are seen by some as metaphorical references to genetic manipulation. This idea radically challenges traditional beliefs about our origins. While mainstream historians see this as pure myth, others suggest it holds symbolic clues. Could the sudden leap in human intelligence and development be more than coincidence? Were the gods of ancient times actually scientists or beings from beyond Earth? The deeper we look, the more blurred the lines become between religion, legend, and lost knowledge.
Some interpretations of the Enuma Elish suggest that the Anunnaki created humanity by combining their own essence with that of primitive hominids. This fusion was supposedly done to solve a specific problem: the need for labor to mine Earth's resources. According to these theories, early humans were not accidental evolutions, but intentional products of an advanced race. The texts describe a process involving blood, clay, and rituals conducted by gods such as Enki and Ninhursag. These deities are said to have used divine formulas and sacred knowledge to shape life. Such accounts have drawn comparisons to modern genetic science and laboratory practices. Curiously, ancient depictions show beings with strange tools or features that some interpret as technological gear. In this context, Eden becomes a laboratory, and humanity, its outcome. This idea also appears in other ancient traditions, from the Nephilim of the Hebrew Bible to the Watchers of Enoch. Could these be fragments of a shared memory? Mainstream archaeology does not accept these claims as historical, but curiosity continues to grow. Some scientists explore ancient DNA and archaeological anomalies for clues. Meanwhile, authors and theorists build entire cosmologies around this mysterious connection. If there is truth in these stories, it could rewrite the origin of mankind. And if not, what inspired ancient people to describe their creators in such specific, almost scientific terms? Was it metaphor, mythology, or memory?
Across ancient Mesopotamia, temples and ziggurats were aligned with extraordinary precision to the stars. These structures were not randomly placed. They followed celestial patterns and solstice markers. Some believe this knowledge came from the Anunnaki themselves. If true, it implies a deep understanding of astronomy far ahead of its time. Why were these alignments so important to ancient cultures? Were they spiritual in nature or scientific? Could the Anunnaki have been sky watchers, observing the movements of the heavens for more than just ritual? And if they came from the stars, were these monuments a way to honor or communicate with their point of origin? In this section, we explore whether ancient architecture hides astronomical codes passed down from beings beyond this world.
Across the ancient world, from Mesopotamia to Egypt, temples and monuments were aligned with stars and celestial events. Ziggurats and step pyramids were constructed with such precision that even modern engineers are astonished. The Anunnaki, often described as divine beings from the heavens, are said to have shared this cosmic knowledge. Structures like the Great Ziggurat of Ur show evidence of astronomical design, tracking lunar and solar cycles. Some researchers believe these alignments were not just spiritual, they were functional observatories. Inscriptions and carvings suggest a deep fascination with Orion, Sirius, and the Pleiades. Were these constellations symbolic, or did they point toward the Anunnaki's origin? Some texts refer to gods descending from the sky and returning through gates of heaven. Could ancient temples have served as communication portals or landing sites? Skeptics argue that the alignments were religious rituals only, not evidence of star visitors. But the consistency of cosmic orientation across different civilizations raises questions. Did humanity inherit this knowledge, or was it given to us? And if the stars guided the hands that built these monuments, what exactly were they watching for? The skies above may still hold the same patterns, but the true meaning behind them remains a mystery. Perhaps we are only beginning to understand the messages encoded in stone. Messages that have endured long after their creators disappeared.
Despite decades of excavation, many questions about the Anunnaki remain unanswered. Some discoveries have been dismissed, downplayed, or even locked away from public view. Ancient artifacts with inscriptions about sky beings have surfaced, only to vanish from academic discussion. Are these omissions simply scholarly caution, or something more intentional? There are claims of tablets showing maps of the solar system, long before telescopes existed. Other artifacts depict humanoid figures with strange headgear and technology. If genuine, these items challenge everything we believe about early human civilization. Why are such finds often labeled as hoaxes or anomalies? Could history be selectively preserved to maintain a specific narrative?
The Baghdad battery, for instance, appears to be a form of ancient electrochemical device. While mainstream explanations suggest mundane purposes, some argue it hints at lost technology. Similarly, the Sumerian king list records reigns spanning thousands of years, far beyond natural lifespans. Are these exaggerations, or references to something beyond human? Stone carvings found in Mesopotamia show beings wearing what resemble helmets and suits. These figures are often surrounded by symbols of stars, planets, and strange tools. In museum basements and private collections, hundreds of unstudied artifacts wait in silence. Some claim that governments and institutions avoid publicizing evidence that supports ancient alien theories. These accusations are often dismissed as conspiracy. But is there a pattern of suppression? Independent archaeologists and alternative historians continue to investigate these trails. They follow a story that is less about what has been found and more about what is not being shown. And while mainstream archaeology sticks to its established timeline, new data continues to challenge it. Could humanity's true origins be buried not only in the ground, but also beneath layers of denial? Are we protecting truth or protecting ourselves from it? Each artifact raises more questions than it answers, pushing the Anunnaki mystery deeper. Perhaps the past is not just forgotten, but deliberately sealed.
Today, scientists are revisiting ancient stories with fresh eyes and new tools. Advanced imaging, DNA analysis, and astronomical simulations are being used to explore old mysteries. Some myths, once dismissed as fiction, align surprisingly well with recent scientific models. For example, descriptions of planetary movement in Sumerian texts show uncanny accuracy. Are these coincidences or remnants of advanced knowledge? Genetic researchers have noted anomalies in human DNA. Sequences they call junk remain unexplained. Could these be evidence of manipulation, as some theorists claim? While the scientific community remains skeptical, the questions refuse to go away. And in the silence between fact and myth, curiosity grows stronger.
The Human Genome Project revealed that most of our DNA is still a mystery in terms of function. Some believe these unexplained genetic elements are clues to outside influence. Others point to ancient texts referencing creation chambers and life-engineering gods. Sumerian myths speak of beings who mix their essence with early humans to create a new species. Such stories, when viewed through a modern lens, resemble narratives of genetic science. Can ancient accounts be reinterpreted as primitive attempts to explain advanced knowledge? Astronomy has also shed light on certain celestial descriptions in Mesopotamian texts. References to Nibiru or the planet of the crossing align with hypothetical planetary models. Are we rediscovering what the ancients already knew, or projecting our ideas backward? Skeptics argue these interpretations are driven by imagination, not evidence. Yet as technology progresses, the lines between science fiction and science blur. Even mainstream academics acknowledge gaps in early human history, and these gaps are exactly where ancient legends like the Anunnaki thrive. Perhaps the truth lies not in choosing myth or science, but in seeing where they converge. In the search for answers, both disciplines may illuminate each other, and in doing so, bring us closer to the truth of our own beginnings.
So, who were the Anunnaki really? Were they ancient deities, symbols of nature and power, created by early humans to explain the unknown? Or were they something else, something that actually came from the sky? The recurring themes in mythologies worldwide, beings descending from above, teaching civilization, and returning, are hard to ignore. It challenges us to question not only our history, but also our place in the universe. Perhaps these stories are distorted memories passed down over millennia, or perhaps they are warnings, left behind by those who once walked among us. In the end, whether gods or extraterrestrials, the Anunnaki narrative continues to captivate our collective imagination. And maybe that alone says something profound about the human search for origin and meaning.
From ancient stone carvings to forgotten tablets, the echoes of the Anunnaki refuse to fade. Their presence spans cultures and continents, from Mesopotamia to Mesoamerica. Many of these stories share striking similarities: sky gods, flying chariots, forbidden knowledge. Are these parallel developments a coincidence or a sign of shared memory? The theory that ancient visitors from the stars influenced early civilizations still fuels debate. Pyramids, ziggurats, and megalithic structures raise questions about knowledge and power in the ancient world. Were these monuments tributes to gods, or landing platforms for something else? Texts like the Book of Enoch and even biblical references mention beings who fell from the heavens. Could these be different versions of the Anunnaki story? Skeptics dismiss such ideas as modern fantasy built on ancient myth. But myths often carry fragments of forgotten truth. As science progresses, we may find ourselves forced to reevaluate these legends. Whether they were gods, aliens, or symbols of a deeper mystery, the Anunnaki remain part of a riddle humanity cannot seem to solve. And sometimes, questions that endure for thousands of years point to truths waiting just beyond the edge of our understanding. This is why the Anunnaki endure, not as answers, but as a challenge. A challenge to remember, to question, and to seek what lies beyond what we are told.
As we journey through the legends, symbols, and stories of the Anunnaki, one truth becomes clear. The past is far more mysterious than we once believed. These ancient beings may be gods born from myth, or visitors whose presence reshaped history. Whichever version you lean toward, the impact of the Anunnaki on human imagination is undeniable. They bridge the space between religion, science, archaeology, and the unexplained. And in doing so, they keep our curiosity alive. Maybe that is their true legacy. Not control, not power, but inspiration. They push us to look deeper, think broader, and remain open to what might be. The story of the Anunnaki is not just about the past. It is about how we interpret everything we know. And in a world still full of mystery, perhaps the Anunnaki are a symbol of our greatest quest, the search for truth. If you found this journey as fascinating as we did, do not forget to like, comment your thoughts, and subscribe for more deep explorations into ancient secrets.